The world has always looked at the royal family as a symbol of strength, tradition, and unshakable dignity. Behind palace walls, behind carefully crafted public appearances and formal smiles, the monarchy has long represented stability in an ever-changing world. Yet today, that powerful image has been shaken by a heartbreaking moment that no royal protocol could hide. Across the globe, millions woke up to emotional headlines and somber expressions from royal correspondents. Something had changed. Something deeply painful had unfolded inside the royal family, an event that reminded everyone that even crowns cannot protect hearts from sorrow. The first sign that something was wrong did not come from an official statement. Instead, it came through silence. Royal watchers noticed canceled engagements, subdued appearances, and unusually brief palace communications. When senior members of the royal family appeared in public, their expressions were heavier, their smiles forced, their eyes carrying a weight that cameras could not ignore. For a family trained from childhood to maintain composure, this visible emotional strain spoke volumes. Sources close to the palace described the atmosphere as deeply somber, with staff moving quietly and long-standing routines disrupted. It was clear this was not a routine challenge. This was personal. This was painful.
To the outside world, royal life appears glamorous. Historic palaces, grand ceremonies, and global admiration. But today's heartbreaking moment has once again exposed the unseen emotional toll carried by the royal family. From a young age, royals are taught to suppress personal pain for the sake of duty. Grief must be controlled. Fear must be hidden. Vulnerability must never overshadow responsibility. Yet even the strongest traditions can crack under emotional strain. This latest chapter has reportedly reopened old wounds, family divisions, unresolved conflicts, and the heavy burden of expectations placed upon every generation. Insiders say emotions that had been quietly managed for years suddenly resurfaced, making this moment especially devastating. The royal family today stands at a crossroads. Modern pressures collide with centuries-old traditions, creating tension that grows harder to manage with each passing year. Public scrutiny has never been more intense. Every movement is analyzed, every expression interpreted, every silence questioned. Social media amplifies speculation, turning private pain into global discussion within minutes. During this heartbreaking moment, the family faced not only personal sorrow, but also overwhelming public pressure. Support poured in from around the world, but so did criticism, rumors, and harsh judgments. Balancing grief while under a global microscope is a challenge few can truly understand. Each senior royal carries not just personal responsibilities, but the legacy of the crown itself. Decisions are never just individual. They echo through history and shape the future of the monarchy. Today's heartbreak has reportedly forced difficult conversations behind palace doors. Questions about duty, family unity, and the future direction of the royal family have taken on renewed urgency. How much personal sacrifice is too much? Where does duty end and emotional well-being begin? These questions haunt even the most devoted members of the monarchy. When members of the royal family finally appeared in public following the emotional shock, their body language told a story words could not. Subtle gestures, a lowered gaze, a tightened grip, a pause before speaking, revealed the depth of their pain. Royal experts noted that such visible emotion is rare, making this moment even more striking. The public, accustomed to polished performances, saw something raw and real, a family struggling to hold itself together while fulfilling obligations to the nation. For many supporters, this vulnerability made the royals feel more human than ever before. Across the UK and beyond, messages of sympathy flooded social media, news platforms, and royal fan communities. People expressed heartbreak, concern, and unwavering support. Many wrote that they felt a deep emotional connection to the royal family during this difficult time. Others reflected on how the monarchy has shared moments of national joy and sorrow for generations, and how this moment felt like a shared grief. Flowers appeared near royal residences, letters of encouragement poured in,
Candlelight vigils were quietly held by devoted supporters. The world was watching, not with curiosity, but with compassion. According to royal commentators, this heartbreaking moment has also highlighted unresolved family divisions that continue to cast long shadows. Past disagreements, public controversies, and strained relationships have made moments of crisis even more painful. When unity is needed most, emotional distance can deepen the wound. Insiders suggest that some members of the family struggled privately with regret, wondering if different choices in the past could have softened today's pain. In times like these, the absence of closeness can feel louder than any argument.
Perhaps the most tragic element of this story is the price paid for a life of duty. Time and again, members of the royal family have placed responsibility above personal happiness. They have walked forward while carrying grief silently, believing that showing strength means hiding pain. But today's heartbreaking moment has raised a powerful question. At what cost? Mental health advocates have long warned that emotional suppression can lead to long-term consequences. This moment has reignited conversations about compassion, vulnerability, and the need for emotional support, even at the highest levels of society. As the royal family navigates this painful chapter, many are asking what it means for the future. Will this moment bring change? Will it lead to greater openness and emotional honesty? Or will tradition once again demand silence and endurance? Experts believe this heartbreak could become a turning point, an opportunity for the monarchy to show that strength and vulnerability can coexist. If handled with empathy and unity, this moment could ultimately strengthen the bond between the royal family and the public. At its core, today's heartbreaking moment serves as a powerful reminder. No title, no palace, no crown can shield the human heart from pain. Behind every royal role is a son, a daughter, a parent, a sibling, each capable of deep love and deep sorrow. As the world watches with heavy hearts, one truth becomes clear. The royal family's pain is real, their grief is human, and their struggle deserves understanding rather than judgment. As this emotional chapter continues to unfold, the royal family faces the difficult task of healing while moving forward. They will return to duties, smiles will reappear, ceremonies will continue. But this moment, this heartbreak, will not be forgotten. It will remain a quiet reminder that even the most powerful institutions are built on human lives, fragile hearts, and shared emotions. And today, the world stands still, not in shock alone, but in shared sorrow.